Already know what it is, top of the morning, doing what's vital to my title as a workplace expert. I am Anthony Barge, you know what I'm saying? The masterpiece mouthpiece, the host with the most from all coast, you know what I'm talking about. Today I have a very, very powerful message for you. So you better make sure you take out a pen and a piece of paper, take some notes, because this is definitely something that you want to use in your next situation. Because I got that uncommon information that's going to bring restoration to your overall situation. Today's message, before I get started, you always know I like to start with a short story or some type of reference material that I've used along the way to help get me to the status that I'm at today. Earlier in my career, I read a book by Napoleon Hill, and he always had a very important concept that really resonated with me. And he said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And that is the law of success. And I've always used this mindset in my headhunting career. Once upon a time, I met with a client of mine to go over some, for lunch, to go over some tips, tricks, and strategies on making a great hire when talent is scarce in today's hyper-competitive business world. Since she had been struggling to make great hires within her organization, she came to the determination that she needed to drastically make some changes within her company. I helped her devise a solution that not only empowered her, but also empowered her employees as well. These are the 5 important tips in order to make great hiring decisions in a talented and where talent is scarce. So in totality, the reality is, the moral of the story is, my client, she improved her hiring rate by 17.2% by my expert advice, and I'm going to go over that lesson plan with you as a matter of fact. Making great hires when talent is sourced. When talent is scarce, excuse me. Kind of a tongue twister for me. 6 tips for sourcing candidates. How you can step up your game and actively source better candidates. Here are 6 tips that can help you. 1. Connect sourcer and hiring manager. The first thing you need to do is get sourcer and the hiring manager on the same page when it comes to recruiting. This can really enhance your recruiting efforts and prevent confusion and encourage communication in the long run. You know what I'm saying? The second tip is build a list of possible sourcing channels. When building your list, don't be afraid to think outside the box. You know what I'm talking about. Standard sources like LinkedIn or Indeed are good, but less commonly used sites like Facebook, Stack Overflow can also be a valuable source of talent. Depending on the kind of candidates you're looking for, it might be amazing at that point when you take a different approach when it comes to recruiting. The third tip, you understand what I'm saying? The third tip is be deliberate about employee referrals. Let me say that again. Be deliberate about employee referrals. Employee referrals are the great source of talent, but you need to be intentionally and transparent about what your organization is looking for. Specifically, what you do and what you need in a new hire is so your employees will have an easier time deciding which of their connection might be the best fit for them. The fourth tip that is very important for you to follow, you know what I'm talking about, is optimize your own online sources. Be sure to take advantage of your company and employees' social channels to push job posts. Word of mouth or social media posts can create more people than you might expect. By some estimate, as many as 70% of professionals are passive talent. Like I said, they're passive talent, meaning that they're actively aren't looking for a job, but they might be open to the right role. So in other words, the best candidate for your company might not be actively looking for a job, but seeing this post about your open position on Instagram might trigger the desire for them to want to learn more. The fifth tip, follow up and keep it personal. You understand me? Once you have the source and selection of top candidates, what's next? You want to convert them into new hires. You understand me? You need to maintain consistent outreach, automate your nature campaign, to let the candidates know where they stand and can be stress-free way to keep people engaged throughout the entire hiring process. You get what I'm saying? Good. The last and final tip, which is survey your candidates. A great way to get feedback on sourcing and hiring practices is to send every candidate an anonymous survey. You understand me? People are going through your hiring process can offer a first-hand feedback about what is working and what isn't. Use this data to gather for this survey and to refine your efforts, map trends, and identify new opportunities. It can help you set data-driven recruitment goals for your organization based on their survey, as this will give you the concrete targets you're striving for. If after following these above tips and you're still having problems, you know what I'm saying, making great hires when talent is sourced, you may want to contact a third-party sourcing firm, recruiting firm, like my company, RNA Search Inc., for example, okay? In conclusion, these are the 6 tips when it comes to making great hires when talent is scarce. Apply this uncommon information to bring restoration to your overall situation. I hope you never want as long as you live, and you live as long as you want. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this with others. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Have a fabulous day.